Welcome back to the UiPath Test Manager Deep Dive course. In this video we will cover how Test Manager and the whole UiPath test suite deal with automated test cases. We'll start by linking an automated test case built in Studio Pro with a test case in Test Manager. We'll then publish it to Orchestrator, from where we'll execute it as a test set. We'll check out the execution results in Test Manager and trigger the execution from there as well. We have a packed agenda, so let's get going. We're back in UiPath Test Manager, where we'll open one of our test cases. As you can tell by the manual label added automatically, this is a manual test case. This means also that the automation tab is empty. Let's do something about it. We'll switch to Studio Pro, where we have built an automated test case for the login sequence that you saw in the other demos. So now we want to link this test case with the one in Test Manager. First of all, we need to configure the settings. We'll click on the Test Manager button and select Test Manager Settings. Here we need to input the Test Manager URL. We'll take it from the Test Manager browser window and remove everything after the first slash. Like this. We can also indicate the default project to make things even easier, but we'll leave it as it is for now, then click Connect. It's successful. We can tell by the fact that the button changed to Disconnect. We can now click OK to return to the automated test case. To link this one, we'll use the Link to Test option from the same menu. Here we need the project prefix. You may recall that we said it was important. This is one of the reasons. So, in our case, it's TMR. Let's input it. And once we do that, the project is recognized. This allows us to search for the test case we are interested in inside the project. Here it is. Great. We can now return to Test Manager and refresh our browser. Notice that the Automation tab has been updated with the details of the test case in Studio Pro. Alright, next we'll publish our test case to Orchestrator. This is easy. We'll go back to our test case in Studio Pro, where we'll click Publish. Before this, make sure that your test case is set as publishable from the right-click menu in the Project tab on the left. In the Publish window, check the package name and the version. Let's change ours to 3.0, since this is a newer version of an existing package. Then click Next and select to which feed we want it published. And we're ready to publish it. This was successful. Let's move to Orchestrator for the next part of our demo. After a page reload, we are in the default folder. Let's go to the Processes page to make the test cases available for execution. For that, let's create a new process. We'll select the name of the package we've just published, then the execution environment, made of the robots that will handle the execution. Then Create. Now we can go to the testing page from the upper menu. Here we have tabs for all the relevant modules for test execution. To prepare the execution, we need to create a test set with the dedicated option. We'll give it a name, select the environment, then select our project again. Afterwards, we can choose between the test cases in the package. In our case, it was just this one. Let's select it and hit Create. Our newly created test set is displayed here, and we can even see the number of test cases it contains. To run it, we can use the Execute button on its right. We'll confirm the action and watch how it runs. Once it is done, we can check the test execution summary here in Orchestrator. Better yet, let's see what data has been synchronized with Test Manager. We're back in Test Manager. Let's start with a refresh. And in the Overview tab of our test case, we have the test execution results for our latest run. Moreover, we have it under Test Results as well. Let's open it. Here's the overall result, but we can go even further and check out the logs. Great. Now, for our last part, let's see how you can execute an automated test set directly from Test Manager. We'll go to the Test Sets module and click the link button right here. Then let's search in Orchestrator for our test set by name. Here it is. We'll select it and click Link. It now appears under Test Sets, and the execution button is here, just like in Orchestrator. Let's close the browser window from our last execution and run it. Okay, it's running. Once it is done, we'll be able to check out the results just like before when we triggered the execution from Orchestrator. We're at the end of our demo of the capabilities around automated test cases. Just to recap, we've been navigating between Test Manager, Studio Pro, and Orchestrator to link and execute automated test cases. Thank you for watching. Until next time.